Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. This is Mal Ghasil speaking, and today is a very special day because I'm gonna be comparing the PS4 with the Nintendo Switch. But before I get started, I'm doing another giveaway. If you have a PS4, comment PS4. If you have a Nintendo Switch, comment Nintendo Switch. And I'm gonna randomly select a person. If the video reaches 100 likes, I'm gonna randomly select a person, and that person would receive either a PS4 controller or a Nintendo Switch Joy-Cons. So anyways, let's get started.
I remember that day when we met. Smile at me and took my fucking breath. Didn't talk a lot, I was kinda shy. And in my mind I wanted you to be mine. In my mind I was only thinking about you.
So while comparing the two consoles, I divided them into five sections: portability, uniqueness, games, graphics, and operating system. And let's get portability out of the way because the Nintendo Switch is the only console that lets you take it on the go. If you're chilling at home playing your Zelda game on TV and you want to bounce, you gotta go somewhere. You can take it with you and go wherever you want. Granted, it does have a limit with battery. I think it's a 3 hour battery limit. However, I do believe that there are charger cases for the Switch itself. So that's portability, one for the Switch, zero for the PS. Um, the second category is uniqueness. So aside from taking the Switch with you on the go, there's another unique thing about it, which are the Joy-Cons. Now, the Joy-Cons are essentially two halves of one controller that you can either put together or split them up, and you can play with each hand, or two people can play with each Joy-Con. I find that amazing because you actually don't realize how uncomfortable it is to put both your hands on one controller until you play with both Joy-Cons. You can have one in each hand and just play comfortably. You can move your hand. It's a whole problem that we didn't even know we had until the Switch came out. So uniqueness is another point for the Switch. So I guess it's 2-0 for the Switch right now. The third point would be games. So Nintendo Switch has a lot of nice games, especially their first party games, like Zelda, Mario, Kirby, Xenoblade Chronicles. They're all amazing games, but it does lack in the third party game, the whole ordeal. And actually, that's where the PlayStation shines. Essentially, if a game isn't a Nintendo exclusive or it isn't an Xbox exclusive, it's probably on the PS4. The amount of games that are on the PS4 is crazy. Also, most people like myself who have the PS4 and have the Switch spend most of their times on their PS4 just purely because of the amount of options you have to play on your PS4. I don't want to say that I don't want to say that the Switch doesn't have any third party games. You could say, what about Skyrim? What about Doom? What about Witcher 3 that's coming out? And I'll give you that. I'll give you that point. But to get those games to function properly, they had to downplay the graphics a lot. So you're sacrificing graphics in order to play the game the way it's supposed to be, which I don't really like. And also, have you played FIFA on the Switch? Have you played 2K on the Switch? Have you played WWE on the Switch? They're horrible. They suck with a cough because they're so bad. And like those games on the Switch, because I played all of them, and they're so bad. Like I can't even begin to describe like the lagginess, the function. The players can't, like if you're playing 2K, it's literally in slow motion the whole time. Dribbling the ball is crazy. I didn't like it at all. I didn't like that experience at all. When it comes to their first party games, they know what they're doing, but because game developers have to downplay the games in order to release them on the Switch, that just that basically turns game developers off or just turns them away completely from the idea. Okay, so that's 2 points for the Switch, 1 point for the PlayStation, and the fourth category is graphics, which I kind of spoke about right now. Part of the reason why the third party games aren't on the Switch, like I said, is because of the graphics. The Switch at best is at 1080p. And when I say at best, like even when you're playing games like Breath of the Wild on 1080p, it's kind of laggy. While I heard that the PS5 is gonna come out supporting 8K resolution, the Switch is still on 1080p. That's kind of sad. That's kind of sad. So when it comes to graphics, PS4 definitely all the way. I mean, you could say the Xbox has better graphics than the PS4, which is a valid point. Unfortunately, I don't have an Xbox, so I can't really say anything about it. I know it has a lot of nice games. A lot of games are similar to the PS4, and they have their own Xbox exclusive, but I don't have it, so I can't comment on the Xbox at all. So I guess it's 2 points for the Switch, 2 points for Nintendo, and I mean, so it's 2 points for the Switch, 2 points for the PlayStation. Um, so the tiebreaker is gonna be the operating system. On the PlayStation, you can use Netflix, you can go on YouTube, you can chat with your friends, you can use Spotify. On the Switch, to chat with your friends, you need an app that you have to download on your phone, which is crazy, and I think it's a completely stupid idea. You have to, yeah, now you have to. You can't use Spotify, you can't use YouTube, you can't use Netflix, you can use Hulu, but come on, if Hulu's the only thing, then I don't know. I really don't know. Like, that's the only thing you can do, Nintendo. Hulu, you can't get Netflix, you can't get YouTube. The Switch doesn't even have a browser to go to those websites. The Switch doesn't have a browser. So, I mean, I guess the operating system on the PlayStation and the Switch are very simple. But the reason the operating system on the Switch is simple is because you don't have options. PlayStation did something very smart where they crammed in so many options and made it as simple as possible to use. So there you have it. The PlayStation 3 points, Nintendo Switch 2. So I would say if you don't have either, get the PlayStation. If you have a PlayStation, the Switch is an amazing console, but it lacks in a lot of ways. So don't let it be your only console. Don't let the Switch be your main console because it will not fulfill what you want it to fulfill. Anyways, guys, this is Malad Ghassil. Until next time, peace.